Hey guys, Marissa at KitchenTableStamper.com. You're joining me in video number 3 of 3 in our Sweetest Cherries Fun with Parts and Pieces series. So this is the card that we're going to make today. And if you missed video number 2, wishing you a sweet day, and video number 1, life is sweet, check those out. They're linked in the description below. So Fun with Parts and Pieces is one of our games in the Craft Social. Every Thursday we play a game. A mystery card on alternating Thursdays where we're live and I lead you through a mystery. And then a game every other Thursday. Parts and Pieces is one of them. And I challenged my group to make 3 cards using just these parts and pieces. So we've got 3 card bases, 3 die cuts for the inside, solid color, 3 solid color die cuts for the outside, scraps. You get 9 pieces under 4 1/4 by 3, and then just 2 pieces of basic white cardstock for your stamping. These are 8.5 by 5.5. So these are the cards that I made with our parts and pieces. Thank you for being so sweet. Wishing you a sweet day, and life is sweet. All right, let's do our 3rd card and get this set wrapped up, shall we? I just love this Sweet Cherries bundle. It's such an easy one for making treats and mass production of beautiful cards. The punch makes it fast and easy. We're doing our basic black card base, 8.5 by 5.5. It's already scored at 4 1/4, and use the bone folder. My paper scraps for this one are Sweet Sorbet and Parakeet Party. These are 3 by 4 and 2.5 by 4 1/4. I'm gonna go ahead and glue those down to our card front. It's hard to put glue on the pretty side. Look at that plaid. Oh my goodness. I love them both. I love all 4 patterns from the designer series paper. These are the 6 by 6 in color papers. I just raided the scrap bin and got the sizes that I got. And there they are. Now my die cuts. I have basic white, and it's the pierced scalloped rectangle. This is the 2nd largest one from the scallop contour dies. Maybe it's the 3rd largest one. Let's take a look at the die chart so we know I'm telling you the right one. All right, yeah, it's the 2nd largest. So this is the scalloped contours, and we're using this one that's got the pierced edge. I love the pierced edge and how it matches so nicely with the pierced edge from the brand new Stylish Shapes dies. This was the largest square cut from Stylish Shapes. My die chart's not quite done yet. I'm working on them. When I get my die charts done, I will add the measurements into the Craft Social, the same place where we play our games for you to use if you make your own die charts. All right, we've got our base set up. Let's go ahead and get the ink pads and Stampin' Pierce mat. We'll do some stamping. Sweet Cherries is a photopolymer stamp set, and we're bundling it up with the Cherry Builder punch to save 10%. This photopolymer stamp set, you want to have a Stampin' Pierce mat. I've got basic black or Memento Tuxedo black, Parakeet Party, Garden Green, and Sweet Sorbet. Lots of fun with new in colors here. Stampin' Up is crafty like that. Coming out with a cherry bundle with the same time as Sweet Sorbet and Parakeet Party. Who can resist? We took our 8.5 by 5.5 cardstock and cut it into 1.5 inch strips so that it's easy to feed through the punch. When you cut off the 1.5 inch strips, you get a 1 inch strip left. This is nice for the leaves and the stems. Let's go ahead and stamp the word sweet. I love this mix and match greeting, and I love to have the sweet bumped up on dimensionals so you can do this, but you'll have to fussy cut. If you don't like to fussy cut, that's okay. You can just build your greeting right on the die cut, but I love that dimension that we're going to get if we fussy cut it. All right, there's sweet. Now it looks like we've got plenty of room for a stem. Let's check the orientation of our punch, and we're going to add a little stem on the bottom of this. Awesome. We need 2 more stems, so I'm going to do them on the ends of this 1-inch strip. Couple of leaves. Again, watching the orientation, you're going to pick which one you're going to feed it into and stamp accordingly so that it's easy. We're doing them with Parakeet Party. Then we're going to go back and put the details over top with Garden Green. And for this card, we need 3 cherries. Let's go ahead and do 2 full cherries. And then we're going to do one of the back layer, which is a partial cherry. But I love that it's there with a little glue tab when we punch it out. Perfect for placement. All right, that's all of our pieces to punch. Let's let them dry for a minute and build our thank you for being so sweet greeting. There's thank you for being so. And we're going to put this in the upper right corner. We're going to leave some room for ribbon, so get it up there kind of high. And let's put away the ink pads and cut sweet. I'm going to punch that stem before I cut sweet away. That way I still have a nice handle to hold on to. And then using my paper snips, I'm just going to cut out my greeting. All right, sweet's all cut out. Let's get the rest of our pieces punched. See how paying attention to the orientation of the punch makes it so much easier to just get your image in there, get it punched, and also get it punched without the builder punch, the other images in the builder punch, taking a bite out of anything that you worked hard to stamp perfectly. Little planning goes a long way with these builder punches. So does a broom and dustpan. Look at all the confetti. All right, now our cherries. The 2 whole ones. And then that partial one for the back cherry. It punches out and makes its own little glue tab. So we're going to take a mini Stampin' Dimensional, add it to the glue tab there. We're also going to put some mini dimensionals on the back of our sweet greeting. Okay, sweet is sticky and so is our cherry. We're going to take a full cherry and layer those up. Now we're going to take liquid glue and just squeeze a little bubble. When you see the white, just kind of stop and hold it. Put a little bit on your cherry stem. Grab your second cherry stem, share the glue, keep everything nice and tidy, no gluey mess, and adhere to the top of your cherries. Look at those cuties. Too much fun, aren't they? Set them aside. We got one more cherry that needs a stem, and we don't even need to squeeze the bottle for this one. Just wipe the glue on the back of the stem and adhere. Can add sweet to our greeting. Thank you for being so sweet. Leave a little room for your ribbon. And let's get some dimensionals on the back of 2 of our leaves. All right, let's slide the cherries aside. I'm going to show you a little ribbon trick. It'll save you a couple of inches of ribbon every time you use this trick, so not a bad deal. Got our black and white gingham. Love this with the cherries. We're going to cut a piece that's a little bit longer than our rectangle, just a little bit. And then we're going to wrap that piece straight across, tuck to the back. I'm going to handle my scissor to hold it. And then I've got tear and tape adhesive. Going to run the tear and tape up the edge, holding the ribbon in place. And we can swipe that across the front, fold, hold, and tape. Now our ribbon is secure. We've saved ourselves a couple of inches across the back of a shape or a layer. I'm going to use our take your pick tool and peel the release on that and adhere to our card front. I like all the fun angles and the way that the pieces play together. Adhere that down. Now to finish our bow, we're going to slide underneath that ribbon. Need about maybe 5 inches. I tend to go from the inside of my thumb to the tip of my index finger there. I usually have just a little bit more than enough that way. Loop up from the bottom, swoop over the top, tuck that space that your finger's holding, and pull. Now you've got a perfect bow, ears up, tails down. Hold the center to adjust the size, and then pull. A little more finesse if needed, and then we can cut away from the spool. There's no waste there. And on this side, we'll just fix the angle. That's all the ribbon we're throwing away. So this method works really well for conserving that ribbon. It's beautiful, but it's also a little bit pricey. So let's use our technique to get as much bang for the buck, right? Now, cherries have one flat, one dimensional. So let's carry on with that. We're gonna put dimensional on the bumped one and a smidge of adhesive on the stem. I love the little edges for this. Can support that stem. And then we can peel the release and liquid glue our other cherry. So our bottom cherry, our back cherry is going to get a little liquid glue. Now we do not want to cover our greeting with the leaves, so let's pay attention to that and remember that these guys are going to be added. Peel and stick. There's 1 and 2. So cute. Now for the inside of our card, we've got one more cherry. Let's add that to the inside. A little liquid glue. I want the cherry and the leaf to break the boundaries of the rectangle just a little bit. I think it kind of adds something to have it off the scalloped edge. Adhere that down. There's the inside. All right, inside's super cute. Now let's get to the outside. Got these awesome in color matte dots. We're gonna add a little bit of texture. I've been trying out this idea of doing 3 sets of 2 dots. So we're gonna put them kind of in triangle placement. A little here and a little there. See if we like that. I have the hardest time with the placement of these kind of these kind of embellishments. It really is difficult for me, but my friend Katie said that she likes to do 3 groups of 2. And so I'm trying that out to see how it feels. What do you guys think? All right, thank you for being so sweet. That's card number 3 out of 3 in our Sweetest Cherry Fun with Parts and Pieces series. Check out the other 2 videos. They're linked below if you missed them. To shop Stampin' Up 24/7, buzz over to marisaalvarez.stampinup.net. If you've got any questions about the Fun with Parts and Pieces game, the project, if there's anything I can do to help you stay crafty, email marisa@kitchentablestamper.com. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.